welcome back. In our last video, we made some exploration sketches of our original character to get a feel for what they'll look like. We will most likely create a rough concept and experiment with different looks rather than making complete illustrations. Now we're going to try out making a finished illustration of them. It doesn't have to be a final design for our character yet, but it will be our first step into seeing how they may look in our published material. So let's go back to our sketch pages, and you'll see here I've made even more drawings of my character. You can make as many as you like, even if it takes several pages, or even only half a page if it comes to you quickly. We're going to pick our favorite sketches and start a new design from there. And if you don't have any sketches that you like yet, feel free to try some more until you feel comfortable. Or you could treat this next step as a fresh take. Remember, even if you don't feel like you've nailed the look yet, you can still follow along with me here, as we'll have plenty of time to work on these and change them still. Now, if there are several sketches with designs you like, see how you can combine elements of them all in this next drawing here. What we're going to be doing here is going to be fairly straightforward, and I'll show you how to do that, as we'll be essentially taking our little sketches and thumbnail drawings here and making more sense out of them. And we'll also be adding some more details. So let's get drawing and you can follow along with me. Alright guys, so remember the fundamentals we discussed in the previous chapter. I'm going to be starting with the dominant shapes here for Patches, and remember I want these to be shapes that speak to his personality. So since he's a little edgier, I'm going to use a little more triangles. As you can see there, his bandana is a clean triangle. The shape of his legs, nice clean triangle there. His leaned back pose here kind of contrasts the pilot girl's more alert and attentive posture. This suggests that Patches is a bit less motivated, perhaps a little more slow to jump into action than she is. Little stripes. And for the hair, I liked the long hair I had in that one sketch, so I think I'll go with that. And it's very pointy hair, lots of triangles once again. He has a pointed chin, unlike the pilot girl. He's going to contrast with her. So we're going to have a lot more sharp, jagged edges with him. I like the little cuffs on his pants. It suggests that maybe they're a little too big for him, like he hasn't grown into them yet. Now we want a nice, kind of sour, sardonic expression. He's a little sullen. The head was a bit too small. Flesh in the details now. And his name's Patches, so of course we want to give him little patches on his pants and whatnot. Let's try something. I liked the hats. Let's try the beanie. No, don't like that as much either. All right, we're going to start putting in some more clean line work over this. So you'll probably hear me talk about a lot when I talk about nailing the character design, as you heard me say that a bit earlier. It's a bit of a hard thing to teach, because ultimately you know when you got your character design right. I can give you tips on how to strengthen your drawing and how to maybe better communicate some of your ideas, but ultimately remember, you know who your character is. So if it doesn't feel right, even if you like the drawing, then maybe it's not right. Now, of course, you have to push yourself not to fall in love with your initial drawings, because after all, I said I want you guys to experiment. That's a little too long. But a matter of nailing a character design is, it's kind of just like going with your gut. We are artists and we have to trust our instincts sometimes. Sometimes you just know, and that's what this process is all about, figuring out. And remember, it's okay if you don't know everything right away or don't have everything right. As an artist, you have to get a little bit comfortable existing in that space of not knowing everything just yet. It'll come to you. You just got to keep at it. And here we have a more refined sketch of our character. You don't have to stop at one if you'd like to continue exploring the design. Make as many as you need, but save one that you can work with for the next lesson when we discuss exaggeration. So I'll see you guys next time, and thanks for watching.